Hello, my friends. I'm Jeff Yalden, celebrity teen and family life coach, renowned youth motivational speaker, and teen author. For 20 years, I've traveled all over the world, touching hearts and changing lives. You have questions, I have answers. I am here for you. And together, I hope to bring purpose, passion, and direction to your life and your family.
Hey, Macon County, Missouri, Miss Denise Bennett, to the adults, to the volunteers and the students. My name is Jeff Yalden, youth motivational speaker, MTV celebrity, teen and family life coach, teen author, and the motivator of slinging stuff to teenagers today. To the volunteers that gave up their time to give this opportunity to the kids, from my heart to your heart, I just simply want to say thank you. And I'm honored, as well as you should be, that we get to share some important information and motivation and inspiration to young people, some knowledge and some wisdom. Hey, young people, my name is Jeff Yalden. How are you? Good. You're the ones that I'm here to talk to. Career Day. What does this mean? Well, young people, let me tell you a little something. I remember when I was back in about 7th grade, and my teacher used to stand in front of the room lecturing, and we'd sit in the back of the room, we'd taking pages and notes. And I remember sitting next to my friend Karen, sitting next to my friend Britt, and they were smart. And I remember as Karen was writing pages and notes and Britt was writing pages and notes, Karen went on to become a lawyer and Britt went on to become a doctor, and both very smart ladies. They were smart back then, and this was 7th grade, so I was 12 years old, just sitting in the middle. I had nothing written down on my paper. I'm 12 years old, thinking about what 12-year-old boys are thinking about. You know what I'm talking about, right? I see some of the boys like, yeah. So I remember just sitting there, and the teacher's lecturing, and Karen and Britt got pages of notes, and I'm like, what are you writing? Because I didn't hear what they heard. Well, let me tell you something. That was the beginning of my journey. From that point forward, all through middle school, I was walking around thinking I'm not as smart as them. I don't have their ability. I don't have their intelligence. I'm not capable. I'm not going to grow up and do the things that they're going to do. Young people, I want you to listen real good. My success in life hasn't come down to great ability or hasn't come down to great intelligence. Now, please understand, I want to be very careful that you understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that ability and intelligence are not important. What I'm saying is I didn't recognize that I had ability and I had intelligence, but I wouldn't be doing this video for you if I didn't think you had any. Young people, we all have some. But you have to tap into what you believe you have. Now understand, you might not think you're as smart as that person. You might not think that you have the ability that that person has, but don't ever think that you don't have ability and intelligence. So if you think you have a little, I might not be as smart. Might take you a little longer to do your homework, but you're going to get it done. Might take you a little longer to read a book, but you're going to get that book done. You might not have the ability. You might have to get up a little bit earlier. You might have to work a little bit harder. That's what I'm talking about. So what does this have to do with Career Day? You know, I think there are many people that lie to you, young people. They tell you that you can do anything you want. You put your mind to it, you can do anything you want. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I'm going to tell you about a boy that I met not too long ago. I was in California. Young boy, probably 7th grade, comes up to me and says, "Hey, Mr. Yalden, your words really made a difference to me. My life is similar to yours." I said, "What's your dream, little man?" He was about 5 feet, and he had told me that he wanted to play in the NBA someday. And I'm sitting there thinking, he's 5 feet. This dude probably ain't going to play in the NBA. But I didn't want to say that because that would be detrimental to his self-esteem. Well, I'm not in the business of giving you self-esteem. I'm in the business of giving you tools for you to have self-esteem. But I'm also a realist. And if I'm supposed to tell you that you can do anything you want, well, I'm sorry if I'm disappointing you. I'm not your mommy. I'm not your daddy. And I'm not your teacher. You see, this young boy's about 5 feet and nothing. He probably weighed about 106 pounds. He probably had about a size 6 or 7 shoe. Now, the point is, he probably was not going to play in the NBA, but maybe he might own a team someday. Here's really the message I'm trying to get. If he works hard in purpose, sets goals, and has a dream to get where he wants to go, he might not play in the NBA, but that purpose might take another course, might lead him on another direction. So my point to you is, you don't need to be that smart. You don't need to have great ability, but you need to have a dream, and you need to have a purpose, and you need to work hard every single day to try and achieve the dream. Now, you might not reach the dream that you set when you were in 7th grade, but what if that young man became like an equipment manager or assistant coach for an NFL team? Maybe not the NBA, but could have gone into the NFL or something. The point is simply this: you work hard, and I think great things are going to happen. That's what it comes down to. But I want to tell you 2 things that I think made a difference in my life. Number 1 is choices. Young people, I wear this bracelet nearly every single day, and it has the 4 T's. Take time to think. Think about this for a second. You make choices every day. You're choosing right now. Do I want to listen to this guy, or do I want to tune him out and we can just get on with our day? You're choosing whether you're sitting up. You're choosing whether you're all kicked back and chilling. You chose whether you're going to have breakfast this morning. You're choosing probably who you're going to sit next to. You make choices every day. But the choices you make, are they choices to become bitter at something, or are they choices to become better? You see, I think we want to choose to become better every single day. It's easy to become bitter. It's easy to not take responsibility. Wasn't my fault. The teacher's not teaching the material that's putting on the test. Not my fault. I'm not playing. The coach doesn't know what he's doing. You get grounded. Your parents suck. Ladies and gentlemen, part of career day is to take responsibility for your future. And if you don't take responsibility today, you'll never know what responsibility is about tomorrow. So my point is simply this: take responsibility for the choices you make every day. And one of those choices that I want you to take responsibility for is the choice of your attitude. My friends, I don't smile because I'm happy. I suffer from depression. I suffer from anxiety. About 6 months ago, I was diagnosed with bipolar type 2. Just shortly after that, I was diagnosed with PTSD. Now I have a choice. I can choose to become bitter and be angry, or I can choose to recognize it, and I can choose to become better with help. Young people, I think one of the greatest things that you can do is lose your ego and open your heart. And recognize that we all battle adversity, we all battle challenges. But when you recognize it and you accept it, life becomes a lot easier. But I'm going to tell you something, like today, you have great people that have given their heart to you today. And I think one of the great things that we can do as young people is we can lose our ego today and we can open our heart, because there are career opportunities right there in Macon County. So it's not like you need to go to high school and go to college somewhere out of your community. Sure, you can go out of Missouri. You can go off to Kansas. You can go to Idaho, California. You come to the East Coast where I'm at, North Carolina, go up to Boston, go to college. You can always come back to Macon County and add to the greatness of Macon County, because there's great opportunities right there. But you're going to make the attitude. You can make the attitude adjustment. Life isn't perfect. Life will never be perfect, but life is what you make it. I wanted to write a book entitled, If Your Life Sucks, That's Because You Suck, Don't Suck. My publisher didn't want that to be the title of a book. I thought it would sell pretty good, so I'm thinking about self-publishing a book like that. And let me get to the point of what I mean by that. It's not that you suck. It's just that we don't take responsibility. We have a bad attitude. We might be making excuses. Do you know that statistically, young people spend more than 50 hours a week on screen time? I don't do anything 50 hours a week unless I'm getting paid. 50 hours a week is a full-time job plus overtime. Have a purpose in life. Find a purpose, have goals, have a dream. But you know, when you're young people, it's like you want instant gratification. We feel like we're entitled to something. It's like, I can't wait till I graduate high school. Can't wait till this day is over. Can't wait to have a boyfriend. Can't wait to have a girlfriend. Can't wait till I drive a car. Can't wait to have money. Can't wait till I get a job. And you know what you do? You spend your whole life waiting to arrive at this place called the destination. You arrive at the destination. You have achieved your goals. You achieved your dreams. Only to look back and say, you know, I never appreciated the journey. Young people, understand something. Your life is not about then. Your life is about now. And if you don't appreciate the now, you'll never be able to appreciate the then. Your life is about the journey today, getting to where you want to go. That's why I'm trying to sit there and tell you, you might be 7th grade, you might be a junior in high school. It doesn't matter. We all doubt ourselves. We all doubt our abilities. Am I capable? Am I smart enough? Do I have the ability? I'll never be able to do this. I mean, look at me, my friends. I'm 6'1", I'm 200 and a lot of pounds. I'm bald. That's right, I'm bald. I have earrings. I have a cool, rockin', sexy beard. I've got tattoos all over my body. And people judge me. People judge me. But you know what? People judge you on the 5% that they think they know about you. And sometimes we go through life and we give people the power. We give people the power over how we feel about ourselves. What you need to recognize is your life is going to come down to the choices you make. And one of the great choices you can make is to have the courage to get up every day and look in the mirror and say, you know, I might not be as smart as you, but I am smart. Might take me a little longer, but I can do it. I might not have your ability, but you know something? You ever watch the movie Rudy? I love that show. I love the underdog because the underdog is someone that works so hard to try and achieve a dream, and people are doubting that person or that team. You know, people are going to challenge you every day, but you need to be up to that challenge. And the choice you make is to look in the mirror and have courage to go after that dream. But don't go after that dream without appreciating what you have right now. Number 2 is have courage to have a good attitude. To look in the mirror and say, you know what? I am smart. I am strong. I can do it. But you know what people don't do enough of? Look in the mirror and trying to really find out who they are. We spend more time looking in the mirror to try and gain acceptance of people. My friends, you don't need to be accepted by people. You need to accept the person that you are. And when you can learn to accept the person that you are on the inside, and the outside just takes care of itself. Does that make sense? If I were to give you $1, would you want 4 quarters or would you want 100 pennies? Sure. You'd rather 4 quarters. Then why is it that we go through life and you look at social media, Facebook, you look at Snapchat, you look at Twitter, you look at Instagram, and everybody wants to judge our self-worth by how many followers or friends we have? Would you rather 3 or 4 real good friends that you know no matter what they're there? Or would you rather 1,000 people that really don't even know who you are? If you have 3 or 4 really good friends, you're a blessed person. You see, that's readjusting our attitude to understand what's important. And what's really important is valuing the person you are. You know, some of my friends, I ask this question nearly every school I speak in. My heart to your heart, I don't want you to pay any attention to the person that's to your left or the person that's to your right now. This is me, you, me. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer it honestly. I don't want you to just be honest with me, but more so, my friends, I want you to be honest with yourself. Are you as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside? See, that's a question only you can answer. But you know what I want from you? I want you to see in you what I see in you. And I'll also ask you this question. Why should I love you if you don't love yourself? Why would you love me if I don't love myself? You don't want to grow up and spend your life trying to fix the person I am, and I don't want to be in a relationship with someone where I spend most of my time trying to fix that person. You want to know why I smile? I smile every day because I'm grateful. I'm grateful that my attitude and the choices that I made have brought me the opportunity where I get to share my message to thousands of people every month. I'm honored that Miss Denise Bennett called me and asked me, hey, Jeff, can you do a video for my young people here in Macon County? I know some of you sitting back and you're not listening. You got your beats on, you're checking out your phone, you're on Twitter or Instagram. Hey, yo, while you're there, why don't you check me out? I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Jeff Yalden. And this way now you got a positive influence in your life. I smile every day because I'm grateful of the little things. I smile every day because I recognize that my four walls aren't perfect. I'm not perfect, but I smile every day because I strive to be the best that I can be. What does all this have to do with today? Today is career day. And let me tell you one thing I love. I love old people. You want to know why? Because old people smell and they don't even care. I mean, think about it. Old people wake up and it's like, gonna be a good day. Old people don't care. Old people have been where we are. They've done what we got to do. I mean, think about it. You ask an 80-year-old man or woman a question, and you're going to get a 2-minute answer filled with 60 years of experiences, books they've read, people they've met, jobs they've had, successes and failures that they've encountered. So why wouldn't we, at this age, lose our ego and open our heart and go to people that we trust? People that we respect, people whose opinions we value. Why wouldn't we go to them? Because you know what young people are going to give you? They're going to give you wisdom and they're going to give you experience. And I ask you this question. As you journey on through life, what is most important to you? Knowledge or wisdom and experience? I ain't never met a person to tell me that they'd rather knowledge over wisdom and experience. That's right. You have grandparents. You spend time with them. You love them. They love you. You want to know why? Because between you and your grandparents and you have a great relationship, a bond, a love for one another, because there's a common enemy in between. That's your parents, my friends. Career day is an exciting day. It's an exciting day if you have the courage to lose your ego and open your heart and invite yourself to go talk to the people that are in front of you. Gather information, because I think there's two things young people need to do. Number one, you need to learn to value money. We're in tough economic times today, and young people don't know the value of a dollar. Number two, I think you need to learn to value work and learn to value work ethic. I think society is lowering the bar on you, and parents today are able to carry their insurance on their child up until they're 26 years old, because a lot of young people are coming out of college and 80% of them are working in a field that their major has nothing to do with. So you find yourself, you're unable to get a job, and you go home, live with your parents, and you search for this meaning and understanding, and you're looking for direction, and you're blaming it on everything other than where the blame should be placed. And the blame should be placed on the individual. When there's something that's not going right in your life, have the courage to say, what can I do better? How can I be a better student? How can I be a better athlete? How can I be a better friend? How can I be a better son or daughter, a better boyfriend or girlfriend? Look within yourself. Let me tell you something else. You want to look for a career, something to do with your life? Find something you love doing. Find something that you're real passionate about and you enjoy. And work hard at it every single day. Don't chase the money, because the money is not going to bring you happiness. I'm going to leave you on this note. You want to talk about happiness? Some of you think happiness is having a big job, making a lot of money, having a beautiful home. Happiness is every single day. Happiness is when you lay your head in the pillow at night. There's 3 questions you should ask yourself. Number 1, you should ask yourself, is my life meaningful? I don't think you're too young to answer these questions. If your life isn't meaningful now, make a change. Do something to make it meaningful. Number 2, is my life fulfilling? Is my life fulfilling? If your life isn't fulfilling, then make a change. Find something that will fulfill your heart. And number 3, is my life rewarding? Have a purpose in your life that is bigger than you. Not have a purpose that's all about your friends. Your friends really in the end are nothing but acquaintances. This is your dream. This is your life. I want you to focus on opportunity. I want you to focus on hard work. I want you to focus on the choices you make every day. And I want you to focus on the attitude you have. And you do that by surrounding yourself with like-minded people that are going to share with you wisdom and experience. Because they're the ones that are going to teach you to become the person that you want to be. So when you lay your head in the pillow at night, is my life meaningful, fulfilling, and rewarding? And you go to sleep and you say yes, you live in a good life. Many years ago, my final words. I was in the hospital for depression and being suicidal. My grandmother gave me a tape to listen to. It was by the name of a gentleman by the name of Lou Holtz. And then I went on to listen to some Anthony Robbins. And then I got caught up in listening to motivational speakers. I listened to Jimmy Valvano. I want you to Google Jimmy V. I want you to listen to the ESPN ESPY Awards of 1993. He was dying of cancer. I remember something he said, there's 3 things that you should do every day. He said you should laugh, you should spend time in thought, and you should never be afraid to have your emotions move to tears. He said, think about that. You do that every day. You laugh, you think, and you feel. He said, that's a good day. And so since I heard that, I've been trying to do that every day myself. Laugh, think, and feel. Today is career day, my friends. And you make the choice to make today what the day is intended to be. It's about you. It's all about you. And you have great people volunteering their time to teach you about different career fields that you can find an interest in. Now, my friends, it's all up to you, baby. I'm honored and privileged I got this time to share with you. Y'all take care. I'll see you on Instagram and Twitter.